call for Governor Renagi.
Thank you. Here to do the invocation and pledge, I have Joshua Ferguson and Dallas Kirkoska.
Can you all please stand, please? Let us all look to the Lord. Dear Lord Jesus, I want to thank you, Lord, for this day. I thank you for how you protect us through the days thus far. Dear Lord, I ask that you please allow these candidates to speak well and ask that you please help them while they're up here. And dear Lord Jesus, I just thank you for this awesome week so far and ask that you please allow us to be a blessing to others. And I thank you for all those that prepared this for us, and I just thank you for just the many blessings that you bestowed upon everyone. I thank you for all you've done. In Jesus' holy and sweet name I pray. Amen. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, citizens of Mountaineer Boys State, Director Davis, Administrator Sluss, honored guests, parents, friends, Mr. Williams. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Judge Marks. Welcome to this occasion, the inauguration of the 2012 American Legion Mountaineer Boys State, the 75th American Legion Mountaineer Boys State. It's my privilege to be up here today to MC this inauguration, and this is a wonderful event because this is the moment in the week that marks when this camp really becomes yours, when it becomes your Boys State. You're going to run this place now. The torch has been passed to you. From the Boys States before you, they've now passed that torch to you to carry high, to do your best, to leave your mark on this Boys State. Are you up to that challenge, gentlemen? Are you up to that challenge? I'll tell you someone who has been up to that challenge for the last year. A young man who came here just like you last year, at the time wearing a white t-shirt, probably unsure of himself and not sure what he was going to do when he came here, but he had a goal that became a dream and became reality as he was here. He campaigned hard, got the votes, and became the governor of the 2011 American Legion Mountaineer Boys State. That is your current governor, Nima Renagi. Governor Renagi, in Morgantown. He's a graduate of Morgantown High School, and this year he's going to be matriculating to the University of Morgantown, West Virginia University. Very proud to say. But he's done a wonderful job this past year in leading. You've seen him here this week leading youth. He's not afraid to be out front, to take the leadership and make the decisions and the things that have to be done just like a true leader. He's a wonderful example for each and every one of you to live up to be like. This time I want to ask Governor Renati to come up and to give you his remarks as he leaves office and passes his torch on to Governor Cook. So at this time, I'd like to introduce to you for the last time Governor Nima Renati.
Gentlemen, 1 year ago to this day, I sat with the newly elected governor sitting. I sat as I listened to the former Boy State Governor, George Capel, speak about something or other. I don't really listen when George talks that much. As George talked, my skin started to fill with goosebumps, and I was beginning to realize that our journey in our Boy State was about to finally begin. And soon, we would be running our own state, our own American Legion Mountaineer Boy State. Gentlemen, your journey is about to begin. Throughout this year, I matured in ways that I didn't think I needed to mature at first. But the more and more I thought, this past year, being governor, as amazing as it was not the main reason I matured. Something else touched my heart. I learned about what it means to be an American and what armed servicemen and women do for this country. When I was growing up, I watched cartoon episodes of Superman. I was in awe of how amazing superheroes like Superman could make such a difference. As I grew, I was told that there are no superheroes in our world. I was gravely misinformed. Gentlemen, take a look around you and you'll see the three colors a staff member's name tag could be: white, gold, or light blue. Some of those wearing a gold tags and all of those wearing a light blue tag has served in the armed forces, gentlemen. Could those of you who have served for this country please stand to be recognized now? Sacrificed more than we can ever know. They have defended our country with pride. They are the true protectors of the American flag and all that it stands for. They are the reason that Americans will always be free. So superheroes are not real, huh? I don't believe that for one moment. I look out and see gentlemen and ladies who defended my family, my friends, and myself from those who want to cause harm to my country and its citizens. They might not have superpowers per se, but they have more courage, heart, and pride than I could ever hope to have. The gentlemen and ladies who have served in the armed forces, this past year, if you have not learned anything about me at all, I at least hope you learned how much respect I have for each and every one. I'd like to thank the American Legion, specifically Mr. Davis and Mr. Sluss, for this amazing opportunity. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Luke Kopp, my counselor last year, who inspired me to believe that I really could be whoever I want to be. Mr. Luke Kopp has been my role model for this past year, and he will continue to be for this entire life. Thank you, Mr. Kopp. Good luck, Boy State 2012. The ball's Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Governor Inauguration. Now's the time you've been waiting for. I want to introduce to you the man sitting to my right. This is the Honorable Judge John Lewis Marks, Jr., Judge of the Circuit Court of Harrison County, West Virginia. Judge Marks is a Boise State alum from 1969, and he has been coming back for many years, helping with instruction, legal instruction here for circuit judges, as well as on occasion coming and performing the administration of the oaths to the newly elected state officers. Judge Marks has been kind enough to come again this year to help administer the oaths, and I'd like you all to give him a warm welcome. At this time, we will begin the inauguration.
You happen to know I have no speech. President of the Senate. Yeah. I, Zachary Massey. Solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the American Legion, Mountaineer, Boise State. That I will honestly and faithfully perform. Duties imposed upon me. Under the provisions of law. As President of the Senate. To the best of my skill and judgment. Speaker of the House, Julian Court. I, Julian Court, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the American Legion, Mountaineer, Boise State, that I will honestly and faithfully perform duties imposed upon me under the provisions of law as Speaker of the House to the best of my skill and judgment. Supreme Court Justices J.R. Hamilton, Austin Patterson, Zach Barucci, Zach Wilcoxon, Will Schaefer. All his names right. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the American Legion, Mountaineer, Boise State, that I will honestly and faithfully perform the duties imposed upon me under the provisions of law as justices of the Supreme Court to the best of my skill and judgment. Attorney General Joe Wetzel. I, Joel Wetzel,
I, Joel Wetzel,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State,
the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State,
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
the duties imposed upon me
the duties imposed upon me
under the provisions of law
under the provisions of law
as Attorney General
as Attorney General
to the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment.
Commissioner of Agriculture, William G. Sloniker. I, William G. Sloniker,
I, William G. Slomaker,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State,
the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State,
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
the duties imposed upon me
the duties imposed upon me
under the provisions of law
under the provisions of law
as Commissioner of Agriculture
as Commissioner of Agriculture
to the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment.
Treasurer Charlie Agable. I, Charlie Hedgecock, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State, that I will honestly and faithfully perform the duties imposed upon me under the provisions of law as treasurer to the best of my skill and judgment. Auditor Alex McDonough. I, Alex McDonough, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State, that I will honestly and faithfully perform the duties imposed upon me under the provisions of law as auditor to the best of my skill and judgment. Secretary of State Jack McGee. I, Jack McGee,
I, Jack McGee,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State,
the Constitution of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State,
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
the duties imposed upon me
the duties imposed upon me
under the provisions of law
under the provisions of law
as Secretary of State
as Secretary of State,
to the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment.
And your new governor, Damian Cook. I, Damian Cook,
I, Damian
that I will honestly and faithfully perform
I will honestly and faithfully perform
the duties imposed upon me
the duties imposed upon me
under the provisions of law
under the provisions of law
as governor,
as governor,
to the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment. Thank you all very much. When I was sitting down there, I had no intention of coming up here and being funny, but the way I'm feeling right now, if I don't say something to make somebody laugh, I'm going to just fall into tears. Thank you. Okay. I'd like to take the time to thank all of our special guests who were able to make it here this afternoon. The American Legion, and all of the parents who have supported their sons and encouraged them to be here and spend a week of their summer for this truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I also believe that we should take the time to recognize all the veterans who have dedicated so much of their time to providing us with the freedom that we have today. Let me tell y'all, this isn't on the speech. The reason why, patriotism is so near and dear to me is I do come from a military family. My grandfather on my father's side, he was in the Navy. He was a cook. Cook. He was in Pearl Harbor. You know what ship he was on?
Arizona.
Close. He was on the Arizona. My other grandfather on my mom's side, he served in Vietnam. He was a ranger in the 82nd Airborne. Also, I believe it's important to recognize those that are serving today, as well as the ones that are going to be serving us in the future. So thank you to those too. In addition to thanking those in the armed forces, I believe that we all would be in agreement that it is important to thank the ones that are here in our hometowns, in our communities, right in our backyards, who protect us every day. And that would be the people that serve us in the police and fire departments. This is a lot tougher than debating, I hate to tell you. A few days ago, I arrived here at the Mountaineer's Boys State, just as everyone else here did. I had no expectations of running for any state positions whatsoever. And then the very first day we were here, the counselors made it very clear to us that we are here once in our lifetimes. And that we should make the most of this week and shoot for the stars. So I decided to run for governor, as you can tell. And I decided to make it my goal to represent each and every person here and to the best of my ability. For the first 2 days of our camp, we were divided by our two parties, each with their own views on politics as well as individual issues. But as soon as the debates were over, the votes were cast, and the results were finalized, we became one. one state, one voice state. Now, we have the opportunity to make our voices heard to the entire state of West Virginia, because we are the future leaders of this great state and possibly of this nation. I'm going to talk about some of my experiences here. Bear with me, I know how y'all feel. The very first day, came in, got our assigned cottages and whatnot, and I was sitting there all by my lonesome, reading the manual. And these guys came up and said, "Hey, want to play cards?" I'm like, "Sure." So we played cards and we talked and we laughed and we got to know each other. And I believe that everybody here has made at least one friend that they will continue to have for the rest of their life. Okay, I gotta wrap this up because I'm about to lose it, and I don't want to do that from y'all. Okay, in conclusion, I would like to say this. Just because I'm the one standing up here talking right now does not mean that I'm here to make my political interests heard. My job is to represent the citizens of the American Legion Mountaineer voice state. I am just like everyone else here. When you think of who represents the minds and the voices of the tens of thousands of young people in the state of West Virginia, don't look at my face. Don't see me. See this. See this mass of yellow uniforms. Hey, other colors as well. These are truly the voices of the young people of West Virginia. With one voice, as one voice, we are the 75th Mountaineers voice state, and it is up to us to make a difference. Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, I think you've made a wise choice. Good job. Governor Cook, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll touch on just a couple quick things before you gentlemen are released, dismissed to go do whatever activities we have until it's dinner time. Today, the rest of this day, this afternoon, this evening, you are going to see a lot of people coming in and out of the campus. A lot of these individuals are going to be wearing uniforms and caps that are going to signify that they're veterans, members of the American Legion, and the individuals that have sacrificed their time, their lives, their blood, and their sweat, and their tears to protect you and to provide you with these wonderful opportunities. So when you see these individuals around here today, just shake their hands. Tell them thank you for what they have done. Because it's a wonderful, selfless thing that they have done for you. So remember that. Thank them. We're going to have an opportunity this evening also to thank our veterans, so I'm going to leave it with that. The only other thing I would tell you is that, as I said at the beginning, this is now your voice state. It's your turn and your time to take the reins. And yes, this is a mock government. But gentlemen, you're learning something here today that you're going to take with you next week, next year, and the years down the road, out into your communities and where you live. And it's the giving back and it's the service, and it starts here. And it started before you even got here, but what you're learning today, you're going to take with you for a lifetime. So whether you're the governor or you're the dog catcher, you're going to be a leader. Use those skills. That's why you were here. That's why you were selected. And go out and make this the best police state we've ever had. The best out of 75. Governor, the Board of Public Works, the Speaker of the House, President of the Senate, and the Superintendent of Schools to remain here for some pictures afterwards. And parents, family, if you're here, feel free to stay and take photographs and visit with your kids, with your sons. This is a great occasion. Thank you for your attention, for your time. Judge Marks, thank you again. We appreciate your service. Dark shorts and your gold shirts at dinner because we're going straight into the formal review after dinner. Gentlemen, go do great things. You're dismissed.